all the time.
Yeah, okay. Paging on my connect. Famble Lemon and Kushe and Kabo International Talk with Tea with your host Tricia. And I know say this show now a reality show where they talk about everything we get for do with young people and how they prepare on the society. We also shed light on people and where they do great in their own diverse ways. You can go live on Afri Radio 105.3 FM and nationwide you can use the Radio FM app. With the main at the studio, we get somebody we get for contact with so many things about petty offenses today. You and us can be part of the program by sending in your text message through the AfriCell short code 1053. You can send your comments and questions. I'm your host, Tricia, and with me at the studio, we get Magdalene. Today inside the show, we get to talk about petty offenses and how they affect people around the country. We also get to take on a text message for letting ourselves be part of the program. And we get beauties where we inside the users and also we get for the talk about health and beauty tips. And we go also get plenty other things the way they come inside today's edition. And with me in the studio, we get Magdalene Way, na the Advocate Officer, na CAL, Center for Accountability and the Rule of Law. And a can today for Kantewi about petty offenses. Magdalene, you can tell Fambuladu. What in petty offenses they're all about?
Okay, so in 2017, the Center for Accountability and Rule of Law, CAL, together with Advocate, joined together for implement a project by OSIWA, meaning the project is funded by OSIWA,
okay.
And the project now decriminalizing poverty. So we take a look at petty offenses, them like small offense them we no reach for let person go spend jail time, but we say and say it happen now, you know, they minor petty, and like we say small minor offenses the way they warrant people them for going to jail where not supposed for they happen that way they. So we CAL together with Advocate begin for implement the project since February 2017.
Okay. So what are some of them petty offenses there?
Well, their offenses there include loitering, na a petty offense.
Okay.
Traffic offense them.
Okay.
Well, we get some traffic offense that we not to petty offense, but like the majority of them where we can experience problem with drivers them now petty offense, and then fraudulent conversion.
Okay.
Where somebody and maybe business go bad and then we pay you and then you can go the person to police and say, and then they label the person as a criminal where it's supposed to be a civil matter where if for being about compensation, enough for being about punishment.
Family, and not forget to you listen to Afro Radio and the show Not Talk with T. And you can also get me live on Facebook. You can follow me on Talk with T, just like the page on Facebook, and also Tricia Shero on Facebook. You can get them also on YouTube. And don't forget to you can send your text message to the short code 1053 via any AfriCell line, or if you send them through another line, you can put any AfriCell code before the number 1053. Okay, some of them petty offenses there I want you to talk about. Someone can really thing that way somebody can do, where can go jail for a very long time. How then thing that can come about?
So when you say, okay, for instance, as I've been saying just now, in the case of fraudulent conversion, and then the police then can charge people with oftentimes. Yeah. Let me say somebody they do business and it take, let's say, microcredit loan. You know, then small loan there where they give people there with interest.
Yeah.
Let me say you don't go take this loan, you don't agree to an interest. Okay. But then the business where you want to do with this money, the business not go well.
Yeah,
it not yield the profit, and then you're not able to pay back to the time where you for pay. And then just come and can you go police say, oh, na fraudulent conversion, you know, pay the money, you not criminal. But then if the person consent to paying, it doesn't make the person a criminal. So no, then they notice something where somebody for go to jail for. Now something where una for sit down and agree, because na civil case, not just money. So go to jail for. Law say also, then they na for fraudulent conversion. Law say for loitering, somebody come out to walk, or law say somebody they walk on the street, and then you all say it walk no more, look at that. You all say it loit around, and then. For in the case of commercial sex workers, we choose not to call them that. We choose to call them people in the business of prostitution.
Okay.
So we choose to call them that. But that's their own way of making a living for themselves. So most times, most police can do now that they can wait on them when they don't go do their rounds all over the place. Okay. And then maybe then they go home, you see Olam. You loiter around, and then it asks for bail itself. Okay. You know, and these are young people. Most times, these are young people where they get involved in all that.
When you talk about loiter, for me, the word loitering, now where somebody move in a particular area for like 1, 2, 3 times without any valid reason why you were there, you then at a particular location. You don't get no reason for neither for only for loitering. But we they see say inside this country, so boss in the past no more. If they go by your own business, police just can't go. They say you the loiter.
And this is how the project come into play, because it affects poor people more than the rich. Let's just say somebody they na mutuka. We all go party the same time. In get mutuka and me no get mutuka. So in take a motorcar and drive off, maybe decide for waka can small, so I'll get motorcar. Now we'll two come on at the same place. But then in the drive off, we're not going to be held. You know, police not go all and say, can't talk with you do here and all, because you didn't tell motorcar. And then me now they work a candle, maybe I can't take me transport, you hold me. say you work out with no, even when you go try to explain, saying as soon as so you will still be held responsible, you know, and all that.
So how do traffic offenses then come inside this petty offense?
Okay. Then at the order of the day, then in rampant, you know, police and driver then and rider then they get so much issue. You ever the witness where policeman they stop Okada, how will they stop then?
That violent
where they run after her.
Yes, like native man.
You know all of them and the policeman go old bike man, a care and go na a old in bike, carrying bike go na station and then ask the bike man for cargo money for a bike. Meanwhile, maybe all animal early morning, you don't even get money yet for give you. So you don't only bike an entire day. Maybe because he parked at the wrong place. And the problem, because we don't engage them, we don't talk to them. The problem we then get now that we don't get road signs then a salon. So personally no side for park and no side not for park. So somebody not gonna know when you don't double park. You know all of them funny thing. At times drivers then you start you to kind of morning. It all good. But then maybe you did drive and one light just go off and all of that. Police break you. When he break you that particular time, they no one know whatever explanation you get for you need for pay up at that time or you tell go to station. That is even worse. So then issues of park lights, you break, you this, you that, those are considered minor issues them where you can able for give somebody a ticket for say you know you pay or you know or driving without a license.
But
we
know
that
the police themselves for the caution first before then they take.
That is the point. That is the point. Entire aim of this project, you know, to be able to bring out the issues for say these laws are not proper, these laws are not healthy, and we need for go back and do some reform to them. You know, we need for go back to the drawing board, tell we legislators them say this 1 year so it make people pour more. Because if you all taxi driver, poda driver, a whole day you only motor car just because of a park light will not work well, you don't pull in business. And you don't increase poverty because maybe the only source of income na family and maybe an extended family gets, as is the case of most people in a salon. So you they increase the burden on the people that we poor than the one that we rich. So they find out say the justice system not proper. There's no proper of justice.
Yeah. So like what you just say, there's no proper balance of justice. What stakeholders then like owner can they do towards denting there? Because we got to realize, say, from which you don't talk, say the law a little bit get issues. These laws need to be worked on because sometimes that they owe you. Me, I don't see policeman the old person and get subsection 1 of this blah blah blah. Sometimes they just say things because they just want to owe you. And they watch you baby sometimes because you frown the face at them to just owe you. Say what's this and that. Then get them funny stuff than this. So waiting on they do towards this law reformation.
Okay, so I will give a small instance before I come to your question. There was one day I did come out na tongue and I come at dinner taxi by PWD and I just candle. I've been there with my seatbelt, but can't just break in a candle. And then the police go meet me and say, you know, get your belt. No, I'm not been on candle yet. I just pull the belt for candle. Yes. I pull the belt for candle. So he go meet me and you know get your belt. I'm like, my belt on there with me. I supposed to candle with my belt. And then he say, "Look, go to station, look, go to station." I'm like, "Go to station for waiting." So the funny thing is, I just changed my tongue. Like I been talk Creole, now I begin to speak English, and you know, like you see the panic all over them. And then at the end of the day, he let me go. So let we say now somebody will know
go school,
not go school, not understand, you dey hold am for something where you're not even guilty of. You can go, you pull money in your hand for something where you're not even aware of, where you're not even guilty of. So you see how they sometimes misuse or. So now what do we do as an NGO, as stakeholders? We therefore help people, for reach out to people that were not able to do that on their own. Which is why we get them projects there where we sit down, we see that there is a need in this particular area, and we sit down, we draft a whole proposal, take them to a donor like Osiwa, we go fund and then after that we begin for engage. This project be in phases. The first phase now being the monitoring aspect. We be monitor courts and police stations and see how often there's small cases there, so they go to court. Because then cases there, so to we they're supposed to be settled in a police station. They're not supposed to go back na court, because not even for the people but for the judicial system it cause a lot of burden. Because when you check the prison, not just people for 1 corporate, 6 corporates, we
and the hard-end criminals are not there.
Yes, like last year my boss went to me being help for facilitate the release of a prisoner where na corporates.
Like seriously.
Na corporates. They say thief corporates, some cups of rice. It's been there for God knows how long. How petty, and then government they spend money on them people there. Every day is a huge load on the economy. Just pandemic prisoner there.
Because they have to feed them.
They have to feed them.
You have to keep them up, get for once every day, and all them things they cost money.
Exactly. And for what? For simple offenses them way una can settle them amicably, get fines for people say you go pay this certain amount of fine and you're done.
I even
good. So these are all of the things that we're proposing. You get community service, get somebody for clean, get somebody for just do something good for the country instead of you go put an aside where now you feed them, now you take care of them. And then, you not hear some way say, I get home. With me home day.
Because you find out
clean up for me.
People there were them willing for commit offenses because they know say if I didn't street I don't get food for it. I don't get time
exactly.
And I don't get clothes for it.
Exactly.
So what the heck?
Let's just do this and go go sleep. At least me whom they give me food till I don't get a street. So Nadande we try for do. So this project has as I say, the overall objective now for decriminalize or for declassify them petty offenses there. So for let them not be termed as criminal offenses them. Let them not carry a jail time, and the project not to just Freetown. It in a Bo, Cambia, Kenema, and McKinney.
Okay.
Yes.
So how on they do this sensitization project? Is this about you going down to the public and you talking to, are you mediating between the public and the police and the government and all? Okay,
so we get the first phase, as I say, we now be the monitoring phase, and we don't pull a position paper to that effect. And now this second phase where we get into now the engagement. We do community mobilization, we do engagement with policy makers them. What will they do with the community mobilization now? Forget people of different walks of life, say drivers, riders, sex workers, business people, people from walks of life where they get that kind of direct interaction with the police. Forget them. Let we can hear their own side. Let we know what they think, what they feel, what is responsible for this, what is responsible for this. We engage the executives of the different unions, them tricycle union, drivers union, riders association. We get them together first and type of pick them brain. Let we know who sign at the labs, waiting they affect them, waiting at the problem, waiting at this. So when we get all of this, we take them now into the stakeholders, the policymakers engagement. So we go present this to them and say, now these 10 people they have to get for say. So in then community mobilization there, we pick like maybe vibrant people in the new field, get them in the same room with them policymakers there, and get the people there for say, and then let the policymakers then listen for see if we get a common ground as to how to solve this.
Okay, Famula, then I also they listen to this program, and if you're also they live, they watch me on Facebook. Don't forget to send you a message inside, and if you don't listen we live, you can send a text message to the short code 1053, and don't forget to you to listen to Afro Radio, Talk with T, and I get inside the studio Magdalene from Carl, where they talk about petty offenses. And Magdalene, how best when they do this sensitization? Because I can see some people and can say, well, they go sensitize people, and they're just going to one small corner, gather some few people, take some few pictures, go viral with that. Are you guys doing this down grassroots so that, because if people know they're right, if they know what's in the law they're about, because I think saying ignorance of the law can make most people they go behind bars. Because if me the worker, I know waiting policeman for hold me for, waiting policeman for hold me for, waiting I for do, and all that stuff, then they go make what police talk to me, say I know waiting for tell them. So when they go there telling the people exactly what's going on and how best them for try for be or fail with the law.
Okay, so we get an activity where they call community mobilization. We get for do that in a different communities them. We do have now communities there where we go highlight, say get the kind of crowd where we need for disseminate the message. And then we get all of the people where we talk about. Let's say Buffy's community. You know, that community, they get business people, like let's say Bass Street.
Yeah.
Bass Street in particular. Get business people, get bike riders, get taxi drivers, that kind of community there we can go and meeting at the center, call people and tell them. When you tell them what should be done and what shouldn't, waiting them for take and waiting them not for take, the message is spread.
Yeah.
The message is spread. So that's how we're aiming at it. And that's how we want to go about them. And also we talk, as I say, we talk the different unions them. And we've been get a meeting with them last year. Where some of them we bring out the issue of riders them or drivers them we don't know the traffic laws, they don't know the traffic rules, so someone can just go sabi for drive now one place and then come for license, so they don't know anything. You see now where keke rider they see now just small body, just small body. So you see all of them things. So we engage the executives also of the different unions them for before somebody they can join your union, you need to get some sort of training. Also, you would tell them the law.
Okay.
Let them know the law for themselves. Let them know waiting at double parking. Who say you for park where you know for park? Who say you for break where you know for break? Those things, so that themselves going for protect themselves, because the police get some sort of protection. I mean, the police go outside and stand. They will quote for you where you go look at it correct. Yeah. They go outside and stand. So themselves for now we try for let themselves as we go about for fight for let the offenses them be decriminalized, but then self for able for they on the guard for do the right thing. So they not look like say we support them, even when they do some things that we go, because we know say some of them very reckless. Some of them in their driving them they don't know how to do them. so let not look like say we dey try for give that kind clothes of protection around that's not what we're doing. So it goes both ways.
Okay.
Yeah.
So family out there, don't forget to say you listen to Talk with T. We come to you live from Afri Radio 105.3 FM nationwide, and you can also listen through the radio FM app. And don't forget for the send you text message to the short code 1053. And right now we go music break, as I can say, all work and no make Jack a dull boy. We'll take a song from Joe Boy, way titled Beginning.
I'm all alive. If the point got to my head, say make I deny you. I gon' tell them, say lie. Don't be like that. I could spend all of my money on you. Spend a couple million on you. Give you love until you say don't do. Yeah. Special type of feeling that I feel when I'm with you. Oh, the mommy, anytime where I deal with you. I want your heart and soul and your whole body too. I can't let you go. I'm beginning to fall in love. I'm beginning to fall in love. I'm beginning to this love no be ordinary thing. It's supposed to be one night thing. But now I know they catch feelings. I get vexed when I see you with another person. No, I don't concentrate no more. Make you felicitate your mom. Hold me tight and rub on my head, baby. Make I feel alright. Special type of feeling that I feel when I'm with you. Oh, the mommy, anytime where I deal with you. I want your heart and soul and your own body too. I can't let you go. I'm beginning to fall in love. I'm beginning to fall in love. I'm beginning to fall in love. Whenever you hear this song, I just want you to vibe with it. Because it's a banker. Joe boy, eat it. Joe boy, eat it. Joe boy, there.
Okay, welcome back from that short music break. A song titled Beginning and Done For We by Joe Boy. And you listen to Talk with T on FM 105.3 Afri Radio. And we go take on a text message and we come in. This one say, be it petty or granted, corruption is corruption. The justice must be done. Punitive measures must be enforced. This one come up from Bashman of Cassell, Texas, na Masimbo. And we also get this one where we say, there is no justice for the poor anywhere. Just be prepared at times to stand up and fight for your fundamental human rights. They come up from Bashman of Casimbo, Texas. Stuff. And also, we get this one where they say, them petty offenses, they are how people go able to free themselves when they get in contact with the police. And we get this other one where they say, Ona thank you, Ona come and enlighten we, but this petty offenses will not be no burden in there. Police they seize advantage, plenty one per we they pull one them. So you can comment on some of them text messages that we don't come in.
Okay, so the first one, the person say they talk about petty or not, corruption is corruption.
Petty or granted, corruption is corruption. Justice must be done. Punitive measures must be enforced.
I'm sorry, but this not reach the level of corruption. If there is corruption, if at all there's corruption, then from the side of the then from the side of we're trying to prevent people from being, overly, unduly harassed, sort of, by police. So if police, they unnecessarily harass some drivers and some taxi drivers and some riders, take them property care and go to police and ask them for pay for them. So I think we know side the corruption they come out from, right? We all don't know now side the corruption they come out from. So like the poor people suffer from it. Yeah. So that is what we want to salvage. That is the point where we come in, and how people go able for free themselves. So this not like waiting Tricia Miss TB they say just now. It say when people know them right, then they go able for challenge some of the issues there. So this is why we're doing this. Now this is really it for protect people them human rights now basic for protect people them their fundamental rights, and we all na salon people we get rights in this country for maybe trade, do your business, seek redress properly, So if then after there, so they prevent you from doing what you for do, then they make we business. So if at all you get in contact with or you be a victim of some of them thing there, so we office doors them always open for CAM within a 145 circular road, and advocate then na Book Street, and you can go to them because we're a partner, and basically register your complaint. If you think say you want call or advocate for involve in them, for able for use them as we case study, maybe you get an issue where you will use as a case study in this project, we can also do that, because in advocacy and in engagement you go need all of you facts, everything that you can garner, you go need them for push you point go forward. But basically this project here, so it come for help people and also help government. Like I say, the prisons are so overcrowded with people that will not for daddy.
Okay.
I not go trust that she say me a criminal because I trust that and not pay him and not pay on time.
Okay, so you say if fancy one like quitting so you can count on a register say me they don't do me this, they don't do me down there. But say the Saloma mentality say so until we go and I'll go forgive them really couple or whatever. When they can't tell you anything like can register and complain to you, then get anything for pay towards that, or they can stand up for them for end up anything in there. So
inside then at this project we get for do with strategic litigation. That is after we must have exhausted all effort. But what to make we encourage, or why we go encourage people for come now with office system? Now because if you have an issue, we deal with monitoring. If you think say the thing so petty don't come out na police level, don't go na court level, or even if you didn't have police level, like the way they be treated, they feel violated and all, you can come now with office. We not say we take up you matter, but we use them as a case study. Okay. And we go able for see say we mediate and try for see how best to go help you. Okay, I find out say among 723 cases then where una advocate and Carl don research on,
33% of the offenses then they. Now minor offenses then. And then people end up behind bars. 33, can you imagine? So it's like a huge chunk of people we're not supposed to be in a prison daily. Mm-hmm. So what in order to do towards facilitating them freedom?
Okay, so another part of the first phase that be referrals. Mm-hmm. So we be they make a lot of referrals to legal aid board. So that is also a part of this project. If we don't see you case, we know say you're not able for, maybe you are being violated and you're not able for handle this, we refer the matter. So like if we go monitor, because I've been fortunate to be one of the monitors in the first phase. Okay. If you go monitor now and then you see a case of this, na so and so, and then the matter don't reach na so place, you refer them. Okay. You refer them to legal aid, and legal aid, I know say we all aware of the good work we didn't do last year for free. A lot of people them. Yeah. Some of them cases and they come out of referrals where people make, so yeah.
Okay, so notice some of them things that we don't talk about, so them petty offenses there. How then don't being dependent on the society we don't cause poverty? Because if you find out, say, some of these people behind bars, they are breadwinners. And some of these people behind bars have innovations. They have things in their head that if then they out and give back to the society, it will be great. But they are behind bars. Waiting I don't think that the way these petty offenses don't cause to the society.
Wow. Okay, so we also, as I say, we've been get a community mobilization workshop. Now one particular community, and the people that they talk about tax force people where they come get them tickets for where they sell along the road.
Okay, that's city council.
Yes, city council. Okay. So they get them tickets, they pay the money. Then after they can't give them. Then they can't collect money, they pay.
So like you're paying twice a day,
but you're not
selling at a particular position.
But you're not really selling.
But you're not selling.
No, you're not selling. Then they grab them there, then they run after them, seize them, wears them, but then they pay ticket. Then they pay for ticket.
Now because they don't get facility for house this.
They not get a market. So the only side where the people can get for sale, now by the road. Not like na the street, by the road, they get this rail. You know Duazak Junction? They get this rail where they so they're sort of protected a bit. They get this rail where they so they put them wires then they. Then people then they go ask them for money. They ask them for pay for the ticket. Then when they pay for the ticket, then they're not the sell. You see they can run after them. Some of them as
so
them
why
register.
Sell the ticket?
That's the point. So they increase the burden on them because we know say most women they do business now. Then are the breadwinners now their homes.
Sure.
Most of them they do business. This them petty trading. They are the breadwinners. So if you don't harass that person the whole of the day, then the small money we get don't give for tickets. You don't put a home at risk. You're not just putting home at risk, you don't put in picking them at risk. Yeah. So, and then we go also to this, I just so hit on this issue of fraudulent conversion because, just recently, my neighbor get involved in something like this. It go take microcredit and
this microcredit gets
so much the way they regulate them.
I'm giving you 10,000, you're going to give me 15 or 17,000.
So all of this now something will be looked into. The way how then they increase their interest. The way how then they do this interest rate is so high. It can be so high. Somebody they get 1 million if I pay 100,000 a month. When I'm Ghana they sell.
You gotta take care of your family.
So you see, it's high. And not say you sell Ghana rain season. Or not say you sell Kaya, then rain come. You're not able to sell you Kaya, then in Ghana you ose. For campaign. Can you go to police?
So we don't see, say, some of them think they are the angels.
And when we engage the people and they argue the fact that when they reach the police they take the side of then microcredit people when are mostly foreigners them over the one day where they go take the loan. Even when the people like in the pledge say I not they pay. And they pay. I just need time. No, you don't breach the contract. So because of that, criminal you run away, no one pay.
Okay.
Now sell it go so.
So as according to what you don't say, them petty offences there, I think they would hinder family and human rights. It get cost on the justice system
and even cost to families.
Yes, overcrowding at the prisons. We see say it costs the family, and also it's an abuse.
Yes.
Of themselves, because they're not alone, and you expect say a foreigner then can't trust me money. Then at the end of the day, I'm willing for pay, but they run after me back and put me behind bars.
And the funny thing is, when you go for the loan there, they ask you for ID card, ask you for a guarantor. You have a guarantor, you have your ID card. Everything is legal about it. And then you don't pay, maybe you don't pay a month. Then go chase you all over the place for just standing.
Okay. All right. Don't forget, say this program is brought to you by AfriCell, and follow go live today on Facebook. The courtesy of Big Things where they Makeni, Mabanta village. Then they get a poultry where then they sell egg and fresh chicken. So we go now and take a short commercial break from our main sponsors, AfriCell.
Buy SIM for this my new phone.
Now that you the grumble for, you don't get you AfriCell SIM?
No, I don't get a mate.
Well, AfriCell say, now you get the game, and the game don't bomb. So go to any AfriCell agent now, buy SIM and register them, and put stop up there before 12 midnight. You will get 100% bonus for make you AfriCell to AfriCell calls, we go valid for 24 hours.
For true? Look me they go.
No Estemo, go buy and register your SIM now, and put stop up there before 12 midnight. You will get 100% bonus for make you AfriCell to AfriCell calls, we go valid for 24 hours.
AfriCell, Norway Network.
My family name on Kusha and Cabo. Welcome to Beauty's World. This nice segment we can tell on about health tips and beauty tips, how follow we stay beautiful always. As we talked last week about Harmattan, how for keep your body good during the Harmattan season. No, not forget say Harmattan still they go on, the season still there. But today we will talk about waiting at the health benefit of carrot. Some people can see and say carrot now it might, now which man can normally they chew. Now an orange rooted vegetable, we're very good for your health. And when you take carrot, you get so many health benefits then, where not only for you inside body but also for you outside body. You find out say carrots get so many health benefits then, where people them out there, because they say and say now, with my it's no more black man is supposed to eat them because they get this mentality. They know they give a blind eye to them. But I can tell now some of the health benefits of carrot. We see say when you eat carrot, it reduce your risk of having cancer. And cancer is a very fast way for somebody lost in life. And also when you eat carrot, it reduce your rate of cholesterol in your blood. You get a low level of cholesterol in your blood, where will make you not get that fat. And also they help for you lose weight and all. It's very good for your eyes, because we say eye problem at the order of the day. Instead of you go spend 200,000-300,000 or even $1 million of stuff on your eyes, it's fine for you to take carrot and chew them almost every day. I do. I can always say what I say and what me they do, and I advise somebody for do things when me know they do. And it's also good for your hair, it's good for your skin, and carrot gets so many benefits and where if you eat them every day, you will find out say you will always stay beautiful and healthy. And we get for know-how for eating. When you get the carrot on its own, you they scrape them and eat them raw. Some people can normally love eating it raw. I love eating it raw because when you eat them raw, you they really get the medicinal value out of them. And also some people can like boil them a little bit and chew them. And also they can put them in food. Now something you make you one pot set now also you can cut your carrot and put them inside. And not necessarily mean say you need for it then English food. On a normal basis where you eat your food, you can put your carrot corn a day, you make your fried soup, you put carrot corn a day, and it can help you not to with my normal eat something there. Alone not to give blind eye to carrot. Carrot very, very good for we. As I say, it'll help we for reduce cancer, it'll help for get low cholesterol in your blood. Also help you with weight loss, your eyes, your ear, your skin. So continue for eat carrot if you be done the eat them, or if you not be the eat them, a very good thing what you need for the take as from now on. And also not forget the helmet on it. Always try as best as possible, but keep your lips, your skin, your foot oily. Make you not go ruin your skin. Now that we get for Una today, now Beauty's Corner, till we come back to Una again next week, where we'll talk about something else. We will always keep we beautiful. I can always say when you're beautiful, you're healthy, go make you get happiness throughout your life. So join me back next week where Beauty's World go come to Una again for another health and beauty tips.
This program is brought to you by Africell.
Okay, so Magdalene, what are your closing remarks to people concerning this petty offences?
Okay, so I want for tell Fambul and say the Center for Accountability and the Rule of Law CAL now a non-governmental organization, and we do work together with advocate for make we see say then small team them where they make people in the go na sell. We dey try for engage government for let we see say their laws then they be repealed. Let we see say their laws then they be reformed. Let we see say then go back to the drawing board and try for put their laws then they in context now with the population, in context now with the increase in everything and put them in contemporary time now. Mm-hmm. And let we try for say with the poor and then not they suffer too much because of the law. Let we try for beef up with judicial system and let we not experience such an imbalance where they make people not they trust the justice system. Okay. Now that's what they try for do.
Okay, Fambulem, as we don't come to the end of the show today, stay tuned next week Sunday and every other Sunday at 5 for listening to Talk with T Young Show, where they bring light to young people. And if you're out there, you do great, you can contact me na Afri Radio, so we go get to talk to you. So you said we'll share your experience with people. And as we don't come to you live today via Facebook, next week back we go steady, so you go get for keep following me, like the page on Facebook, Talk with T, or you can also follow me, Tricia Shero, and also you can like me Twitter page at Tricia_Shero, and also you can follow me on Instagram, MissBeautiful_Tricia. And till we meet again next week, this show brought to you by Afri Radio, and I want to plenty thank you to my producer Roxanne Alwyn Finley and my executive producer John Conter, my studio engineer John Bashir Kamara, aka DJ L, and to my sponsor Africell, and also Big Things Limited Namabanta Village, where help for bring the program live to you today via Facebook. Me and your host, and I hope so you get a wonderful time. And Listen to it next week back, 5 o'clock. Thank you.